Hi, my name is Andy and I'm a gambling addict. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. Hi guys, hope you're all doing well and fine. Thank you for coming along to this midweek vlog. Unfortunately, I can't do a midweek one next week because I'm on afternoons at work. I'm all good, I'm all pretty chilled out. I'm rather tired today, to be fair. Back on days doing work and yeah, I'm pretty knackered, but work's working at the end of the day. I've been fine since Sunday's good vlog. That's probably the longest I've ever gone on one of my vlogs. So I'm trying to keep the Sundays one a bit longer than the midweek ones, because obviously the midweek ones probably not as popular because people are probably out and about doing stuff. Whereas on a Sunday, I try to stretch it out a bit because I know people are not around really anywhere else but home on a Sunday evening. So yeah, I'm feeling positive, feeling really good. I had a good meet yesterday. I went to Birmingham on a train. Went to the actual gambling commission in the UK of the UK. I went to met Tim Miller, who's one of the executives there, who's one of the guys in charge of like safer gambling, responsible gambling, so to speak. Um, Encouraging conversation, challenged him nicely and without having to resort to anything silly or anything like that, and it was quite good. I won't be like that anyway. You got to have a fair debate at the end of the day, and they're there to try and look after people and try and regulate the industry. And it is a growing monster, and it's an enviable task. So I applaud him to do that. But yeah, it was a good frank conversation about what concerns me and stuff, and what could be done to help problem gamblers or anything like that. Obviously, I focus mainly on probably my biggest thing is education. I really believe in the education side of things. Like I say, keep banging the drum that it should be taught in schools. Like I say, we talk dangers of hi, Kretz, how you doing, mate? Uh, I would, look, yeah, we talk about dangers of smoking, talk about dangers of drugs, STIs, drinking misuse, alcohol misuse. Gambling needs to be involved with all them, really, and gets kind of swept under the carpet and not heard of. And this is why I probably do my vlogs as well. I want to break the stigma. It is the silent addiction at the end of the day. It is a hard thing to try and keep raising awareness of. Plus, people feel shamed about what they've done and stuff and all like that. And yeah, and it's just the way it is, and it's horrible for people. And I want people to get better. I want people to live a normal life, and this is why I try and share a positive story. You don't see many positive stories out there, really, at all, and it's hard to get your voice heard sometimes, and you do need to do it if you know what I mean. As you say, yeah, goes here in Sweden, we didn't treat it like an addiction until 2 years ago. It's still like a silent addiction now. It is prominence over the last year or two, obviously because of the FOBT debate in the UK, and where some gambling companies are starting to get fined now as well, which is a good thing, really. Excuse me. Yeah, and it's just what we're trying to do. What I'm trying to do is share that you can fight this addiction. You can. I've never, for me personally, I never say I'll beat it. I know some people will say that and stuff. Yeah, Paddy Power, I say. Yeah, 2.2 million quid fine they had. Hopefully that money gets used wisely and spent wisely. I do know it's not gone to the Treasury, which is a good thing, because it'll just get lost there. I just hope it gets funded back into probably research, definitely education more than anything, and funded for treatment services as well. Like I say, I'm a big believer in education for it. As I say earlier, though, I mean, I try to share my positives all the time. I know there's some horrendous stories out there of suicide, and it breaks my heart. And them stories need to be heard just as much as well, because it can affect so many other people's lives. I don't see myself as a victim of gambling, of what I've done. It's my family, my wife Becky, my mum and dad, my wife's mum and dad, their families and everything. And it just look at. I was the rogue one. I was the one who did everything. I was the one who's lying and cheating, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Chris, 1.7 million to gamble. Hopefully, you might need to. Hopefully, in the near future, things might change there. We never know, so to speak. Hi Jaffa, no meeting tonight, no worries. Feel free to use this as a kind of meeting, and hope it goes well for you. Nice to always have you on, mate. Nice to have Chris here as well. Thanks for the kind words on Twitter yesterday. I really appreciate them as well. Very nice of you. Like I say, I just want to share those positive stories. There is so many awful stories out there, and all I try to do with my story is try to give people hope and realisation that you can fight it. You can lead a normal life. It is so hard, I know, but it is what it is. You have to keep going one day at a time. Get them barriers in place. Get somebody to look after your money. Get those blocks in place. Gamblock, Gamban app, Gamstop and all that. Hi Chris, hope you're well, mate. Sorry, I've just ignored you briefly, Dan. But yeah, get them all in place. You can fight it. Hi Emily. Hasn't seen it. It's a big deal. His dad hasn't spoke to me, so it's clear to me. Any advice? Probably spoke to you briefly about this, Emily, as well. Just trying to keep positive. Just say, look, you was unaware of what he's doing and stuff, obviously. Hi Stephen, hope you're doing well. It's, you know what I mean? So, I just want you to know it's not your fault, is it? What I would probably advise, obviously with them both knowing and do live away from Harry, Emily, is to get around the table and just talk and let everything out, really, because that's probably what's needed. Get all the honesty out there and talk, Emily. It's hard, I know, but it might be the way forward for you. It might be the beginning of a new relationship with them as well, so to speak. Hi Mark, yeah, I've seen like your Backstreet Boys microphone when you was in Skudocko, mate. I did take a couple of post-up pictures of what I've seen from you, and I was going to take the mickey, but I've left it for now, because you've not took the mickey out of me like the other one has. But yeah, I hope it was really good conference. I hope you got a lot done there, mate. I hope it was a nice time going over there as well. Really. So yeah, as you say, Jaffa. Yeah, I've mentioned Gammon on before as well. I do believe she has one where she lives. But yeah, I'm keeping fighting every day. I mean, I'm back to the day job now for the rest of the week and next week as well, which is good. Possibility of like going to see like another gambling company in November, bit of a round table, so been invited to that, so kind of like looking forward to that for the day. I've also booked my tickets for the Gamble Aware conference in December. Always good for me that I can see and discuss things and network basically as well. I'm actually going to get some little business cards made up as well, I think, because I think I need to, because I get a amount of people ask for like about my YouTube channel and stuff, and they ask me for a business card, so I might knock a cheap 100 up, if you know what I mean. So I think it's because I knew him before he relapsed and didn't tell him the first time. We didn't know the seriousness of it. Okay. Here you go, Emily. Mark's just said, contact Gamplay, they look to get families involved as well. Date of the conference, Chris, is 5th of December. If you're flying over, mate, get over. It's in London. I think it's at I can't remember where it is, King something. But it's on my ticket thing anyway, so yeah. So it'd be nice to just network with other people. Quite a lot of like psychologists and stuff go there and stuff. And so it's quite good, if you know what I mean. That's great, Jaffa, as well. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic for helping out. King's Fung, that's it, Mark. Are you attending, mate? I hope you are. Be nice to see you again. But yeah, I am feeling, like I say, really good with my life at the minute. I'm really chilled out. Money-wise, I mean, I don't really talk about money, really, because it never really, never really say a lot about it, so to speak. But like I say, my debt's coming down every month, and it's good for me. I've got a nice lifestyle now. I've got a nice house where I live, in a decent part of where I live as well. I like to think so anyway. I'll just keep going, mate, basically, and all that lot. It's so good that I've got a good employer as well who lets me like gallivant around and go meet people within gambling industry and within gambling harm education, things like that. Enables me to carry on, and I'm passionate about it, and I just want to keep learning and keep listening about everything, if you know what I mean. Hi Andy, hope you're doing well, mate. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. If everyone wants to like put up their any of the social media on the comments, feel free to do so you can all network together. Hi Darren, hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, as I say, I've had a nice day today. I've been to work and I've been able to watch Joel, my oldest, play for his school team today. So that was a first for me. Going to watch him play his school team, drew 2-2, played really well. He's better than his dad already, and the younger one, Liam, as well. So this is what I talk about with gambling addiction, especially if you've got kids and stuff and all that lot, especially if you've got like kids at what are my age now. And if you're in that midst now, imagine how much you're missing out on and stuff and all that lot. I know I would be. It's like basically what it is. Really, for me, is losing all that time, precious time. My time is much more brilliant and much more sacrosanct to me. Sacrosanct to me, so to speak, if you know what I mean. Sorry, guys. You know what to do, Jaffa. Is please, cheers, mate. I'm all good though. I'm really, really, really chilled. Sorry, I see I missed it. I do apologise, mate. Wanted to hit me after I told him about the moments of spunked over here. Writing it again. Sorry, mate. I missed it. I do apologise. Wow, really? But he didn't choose to. Did he listen properly? I remember you telling me at the weekend that he was talking to him and stuff. Sorry about that, gut, mate. I've got a bit of a troll on here at the minute and I've missed it. I do apologise, Kratz. No worries. Like I say, it was really good, and I wanted to, like... Sorry, guys. I'm just going to block him as well. I do apologise, guys. Well, I know. It is what it is. Always get 2 or 3 people, like, just keep going on and stuff. And it is a pain in the arse. But it is what it is. I'm fair game for anyone who disagrees with me and stuff and all that lot. But I can't be bothered with people just joking about and stuff, really. It is serious at the end of the day. I like to have a laugh and a joke, but get trolled and stuff, it's a pain in the arse. But it is what it is. But yeah, Kratz, when you mentioned about your dad, he wanted to hit you. He didn't know, did he, obviously? I can imagine he'd been angry. He'd probably be frustrated with you as well and stuff. But keep messaging, mate, and keep talking. Keep talking. How do you feel about what he said to you like that then? Hi, Joker. You're doing well, mate? Yeah, I'm doing good. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all. I'm just like a little bit tired, really. I've got my fitness back up as well. I went to the gym last night. I managed to do 3 miles running as well tonight outside in under 23 minutes. So I'm getting back to like quite fast times as well for my running. Planning on doing like 1 or 2 marathons again, 1 or 2 half marathons again next year. Before I told him that he should just listen and not feel anything special about it. You're quite right there. I mean, and that gives you encouragement as well to like be even more open and honest, so to speak. And you're thinking about how his reaction might be as well. So yeah. Cheers, Joker. Really appreciate that, mate. But like I say, I've got not a lot planned this week. I'm going to work all week, Wednesday to Friday, and plus Saturday morning. I'm up to the match, Derby County match Saturday evening. And then Sunday out with my boys, they're playing football as well. So, fun-filled week, if you know what I mean. No problem, Hassie. But yeah, it's normal life. And this is what I'll keep making imperative it is. I missed out on so much time with my wife before my son was born. My first son was born. I just sat in a zone playing poker all day and all night, and I had no time for her. And she was like growing in a pregnancy and stuff as well. And I can't believe how bad I was. I mean, I had my son sitting on my lap at 3 weeks old, and I was there gambling with him on my lap, and I was really, that was when I was really at the pits of it as well. And it's all down on me. I was a horrific person to live with. Horrible. And I was for the next 12 months, 18 months, I was horrific. I was quite bad with how I was with my life, and really, really evil with it. And I can't comprehend how bad I was. And it's hard, the mentality is, so to speak. I'm trying to like share it, if you know what I mean. And it was bad. I was just a bad person, and I've taught myself now. I mean, obviously Chris here, but yeah, I was just GA helped me massively in that kind of thing in that first year or two, where it taught me to be a better person, because I was an angry person. I was dead confrontational, argumentative. I won't fight anybody or anything like that. I'm weak as piss anyway. But I was just, someone said one thing, I'd say another, just to be deliberate, and I'd just be argumentative, and I wouldn't let go. Shoot first and ask questions later. It was just terrible. And over the years, I've turned to breathe, relax, and take other people's opinions on the chin. Sometimes, yeah, the old Andy comes back once or twice on social media, and I do get involved in petty bits, but most of the time now, I'd say 95% of the time, I'm switched off from it all, and I feel better for it. I think it's only human nature that sometimes you get angry, and it's fine to get angry. I never got angry at myself for getting myself into the situation I did. I've just felt, what an idiot, what a prick, what a divvy and all that lot. I'm not angry at myself. Regretted it, obviously, as well, but I just got to keep fighting it. You just got to keep fighting. And as I do now, I just try and dread the positivity to try and break the stigma. I don't think there's more than enough done to break the stigma. It's still people out there frightened to sharing. When people message me for help and stuff, and I will talk to people privately, and they're frightened of going to GA, frightened of going and get help and stuff. They feel like it's shameful. And I just say, look, you're not alone. You've obviously reached out to me. That's one other person you know. There's thousands of people that you can talk to, hundreds of people you can talk to. And as I say, I know it don't work for everybody, but Gamblers Anonymous was my cup of tea. And I went to my meeting on Monday, and it was great to be back after a few weeks off it. And just be around people and listen to other people's shares and stories. A bit like what I do here on a Sunday, and now on a midweek. It's hard to do, but you keep fighting it. Keep fighting it. Keep listening. Learn to listen. Listen to learn. It's imperative you do that. It's quite quiet on the comments tonight, so if anyone's got anything to say, feel free. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh yeah. Agree with that, Stephen. Yeah, like you say, it is hard to try and break the stigma. It really is difficult, but hopefully we're getting somewhere. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are trying to start willing to share. You can even share anonymously as well. Someone's going to take the mickey out of me for saying that, but it is true. It is true. You can make yourself be heard. And raising awareness in general. Yeah, raising awareness in general. Obviously correct, Stephen. Obviously correct. We need to keep banging that drum. And I'll keep banging that drum as much as I can. Either through the vlogs or talking and meeting with people and stuff like that. I want to make sure this addiction is no longer silent. It doesn't need to be. It's out there. Gambling's normalised in this country, and you can see it everywhere. And it's hard. I mean, I know what it's like for when you first stop. You see all them adverts all of a sudden. You never noticed them before, and then once you stop, you notice them all, and it's like a massive rack in your head, and you're like, oh my god, what am I going to do? And I'm getting temptation everywhere and stuff. But as long as you keep them break them links, there's a triangle of time, money, and opportunity. Break that link, one of them links, you will not gamble. So taking the money thing into consideration, blocking all online gambling sites with the opportunity, the money consideration, get somebody to help with your banking, receipt everything, just carry what you need in a day. You don't need to carry 200-300 quid a day like I used to. I was terrible for like carrying loads of money on the hip, especially on a Saturday night downtown. I used to have 250 quid on me when I didn't near need that money. But I thought I was Billy Big Bollocks, go and buy drinks for people, and obviously sometimes it was going in the fruit machine as well. Or just take cash with no wallet or anything, and I thought I was like a bit of a player. Thought I was the one. And that's what it does to you. Gambling addiction can do to you. You think you're like number one. It makes you feel like you're an important person. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. You want to be brash. You want to be brash with people. You want to look like, yeah, I am top dog. I'm looking smart. I'm fixing up. I've got a few hundred quid on the hip. I want to see people. I want people to see me. I'm spending my money, even though when it's for me, it wasn't my money. It was just all on credit cards and really, and stuff like that. And that's the way I was. I was horrific, like I say, horrible for it as well. Used a massive ego, just taking the piss. And none of it was my money. None of it was my money. Those credit cards are maxing out within months, and then paying minimum payments. I was just horrible with money and horrible with people with it as well. I mean, I'd forever lending as well, like, oh, lend me 20 quid here, lend me 30 quid there, and I just think back to them days and think, what a tit. Okay, Steve, thanks for that. Those that are in recovery, have you made amends to those that you have hurt? It massively helps. I like to think I've made amends to my wife first and foremost. Cheers, Jaffa, as well. But like I say, I by sharing my story, but I went around each friend as well, telling my story and stuff as well. And I said sorry more than enough, like Chris has said, if you know what I mean. I said sorry to mum and dad. Obviously, they were disappointed, and my father-in-law and mother-in-law were as well. But they see I wanted to get help, and I did. And hopefully, that kind of like making amends was that for them. Really, it don't get talked about very often with my extended family at all. But I have to keep open, honest, and I will talk to them if need be. And I like to be challenged as well. So. Yeah, Jaffa, agree. Gambling changed my personality. It turned into horrible. First stages for me, staying off, I bet. Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde. I can relate to that. There's a lot of people like that, and some people probably have those idiosyncrasies and don't change them like behaviours after they stop for a while, and it is hard to change back to normal, so to speak. As I say, Emily, if you know what I mean. Trust will come back as long as he keeps away from gambling a day at a time, Emily. It will come back for you. It takes time. It will take time. It took ages for my wife to trust me. She wouldn't hold my hand or anything for weeks. She's quite cold with me for weeks on end, months on end. But slowly, over time, she thought I was gaining trust, and she slowly got back. We slowly started to become husband and wife again. She should have binned me off, no doubts about it. Becky should have binned me off, but she stood by me, and I am forever grateful for it. She's been an amazing rock to me, and she's absolutely stood by me through thick and thin. I've had some right horrible times with her. I've done to her, but she's put up with it, and you know what? She made me a better person as well, and she blessed me twice more with 2 other amazing children as well. Sorry, I'm just removing another comment. Do apologise. Trying every day is hard. Recently told a friend to stole from me. Oh, yeah, as you say, yeah. I think it goes on. So, yeah, Chris probably saying it, if you know what I mean, as well. Get that. Hi, Real Joker. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Gemma. Say to my wife all the time. Yeah, I mean, you'll always try and do. People do worse things. Yeah, they do, but it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. She said a few things with time and now she can see me doing all that. Yeah, it takes ages. I mean, you want to want them to notice that you've done some good work around the house and stuff. I'll give you one example. A share in GA many years ago from a great person I admire. He'd been off a long time, and he was very lazy around the house. When he first stopped gambling, he won't mind me mentioning this story. He decided he had a day off from work. So he decided to he had a partner and everything. He decided to have a clear up of the house. So he did all the hoovering. Never done it before in his life. Did all the hoovering, cleared all the pots and everything. And so he come in and all that lot. And oh God, do apologise. And he did the hoovering. His wife come back from a busy day at work. She's come in, had a cup of tea, and he's there nodding, hoping to get some praise and thanks and all that. And obviously only just come off gambling, and she comes in, sits down. 10 minutes go by, and he's like, he thought, I'm going to say something. Have you noticed? What? Oh, I've done the hoovering. She goes, oh. He goes, what do you mean, oh? She goes, who do you think's been doing it for the past 5 fucking years? And it like kind of hits home for him then straight away, thinking, yeah, all I was doing was gambling. And he was trying to do something normal, think praising all that, like, and think, no, not the time to not argue. She's right. And he's trying to make amends that way. And he never like mentioned it again, so to speak. And he just carried on like doing his chores and stuff, and being normal again and doing normal things. I know it sounds like it is boring what I'm talking about, but it's true. You've got to do the normal things in life and keep fighting. And I say keep fighting. I do apologise, but just keep going with like doing chores, paying bills and stuff like that, making sure your car's maintained properly. Just having a normal family life and stuff and all like that. So, yeah. I am going to go now because I have seemed to have attracted quite a lot of trolls and idiots today, and they're coming in on multiple accounts. They will not stop me or anything or like that. But thanks for tuning in. It is a bit of a shorter one, as always, on the midweek. But I am going to try and go for 45 minutes to an hour every Sunday now at 8 p.m. So I will be back at 8 p.m. on Sunday. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you all coming on. My name's Andy. I'm a gambling addict. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. Purple drunk, you are a fucking wanker. Thank you.